Today, I've got the privilege of talking about the Rainmaker, bitch. Kazuchika Okada, renowned as one of the premier professional wrestlers globally, made his official debut with All Elite Wrestling in March 2024. His arrival was highly anticipated given his illustrious career in New Japan Pro Wrestling. However, his tenure in AEW has sparked debate among fans and analysts regarding whether his performances has met expectations or been subpar. The Okada we currently get in AEW has had a few good TV matches, and at the end of 2024, an epic match against Will Ospreay in the final of the Continental Classic tournament. His run so far wasn't what fans expected when they learned that Okada had signed to AEW. Fan expectation was AEW had signed the 8-time Wrestle Kingdom, Tokyo Dome main eventer and all the fanfare and aura that comes with that, but were soon to discover New Japan's top boy would only be elite in America by joining the Young Bucks faction. My name is Mex, I make videos on WWE and AEW, so if that sounds like something for you, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on this video, as today we are going to discuss, has Kazuchika Okada been underwhelming in AEW? It was just over a year ago when Kazuchika Okada announced to the world that he would be departing New Japan Pro Wrestling. This shook wrestling fans to their core for a variety of reasons. Along with Hiroshi Tanahashi, Okada is New Japan. Highly favoured, highly decorated, highly accomplished, and was pretty much the poster boy for the company. Upon joining AEW, Okada took an unexpected turn by aligning with the Young Bucks, adopting a heel persona. This creative direction was reportedly conceived by AEW president Tony Khan as early as December 2023, aiming to introduce Okada to the US audience in a compelling manner. Backstage reactions to his debut were overwhelmingly positive, with many considering his initial performances a home run. Okada's in-ring prowess has been on full display in AEW, but many would argue maybe not to its full potential. Notably, his match against Will Ospreay at the 2024 World's End pay-per-view was lauded for its athleticism and storytelling, culminating in Okada's victory in the Continental Classic tournament and subsequently retaining his Continental Classic belt. Additionally, his bout against Pac received praise for the seamless blend of styles, marking it as one of his standout matches in AEW. While some appreciate his match's quality, others feel his character work, particularly the heel turn, hasn't resonated as strongly. Initially, it seemed like people were happy with his presentation, as the biggest fear of Okada leaving New Japan was him coming to America and being booked how Japanese talents have traditionally been booked in North America. Terribly. However, as time went on, the gimmick wasn't one that was fitting for such an international star and a main event act. Discussions on platforms like X and Reddit highlight this divide, with some fans expressing confusion over certain booking decisions concerning Okada and a diminishing aura in AEW. To draw a similar New Japan to AEW comparison, Will Ospreay made his official AEW debut as a signed talent the month before Okada showed up, and found himself in fun feuds and integral matches all year with the likes of Swerve Strickland, Bryan Danielson and MJF. Prominent wrestling figures have also weighed in on Okada's AEW run. WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry criticised AEW's utilisation of Okada, suggesting that his talents are underused and that he should be showcased more prominently in wrestling matches rather than relegated to segments aimed at eliciting crowd reactions. Conversely, Tommy Dreamer offered a more favourable view, praising Okada's performances and noting positive fan reactions, indicating that the timing was right to feature him more prominently. It would be unfair to omit that in his debut AEW year, Okada was rumoured to have a match with Kenny Omega at All In 2024. However, Omega was injured at the time. This would have surely caused some issues creatively, but again, a lack of course correction left Okada in a mid-card position at AEW's biggest event of the year, forcing him to be involved in the Casino Gauntlet match, albeit a very star-studded one. There was even a developing feud with Konosuke Takeshita, which was garnering a lot of fan interest, as Okada was the Continental Champion and Takeshita the International Champion. Seemingly, this was dropped or has been put on the back burner, as there was an expectation that Takeshita would enter the Continental Classic and meet Okada at some point in that tournament, but he was not even involved in it. His matches have generally been well received, showcasing his exceptional wrestling abilities. However, creative decisions such as his heel turn and certain booking choices have sparked debate about whether they effectively leverage his star power. The argument made from some people in the fan base that this was an effective way to book a Japanese talent in America was potentially justified at first, but has left people now somewhat dissatisfied. Fans that wasn't aware of Okada before AEW are probably thinking, what was all the commotion about when he first signed for the company? As AEW continues to integrate Okada into its programming, the evolution of his character and storylines will be crucial in determining his long-term impact and success within the promotion. With one of his greatest rivals in Kenny Omega returning from injury and the rumor mill already saying that they will add to their legendary feud at All In Texas in 2025, hopefully AEW can tell a very interesting story with these men that have plenty of history. Kazuchika Okada needs to remain in compelling storylines like other main eventers in AEW, as well as being put in the ring more often in a singles capacity and showcasing his in-ring prowess. I believe if we focus on these two factors, the rehabilitation of Okada's character and aura would be complete and could easily put him in the conversation for the AEW World Championship. So now I want to hear from you guys. Has Kazuchika Okada been underwhelming in AEW? Was fan expectation too high for Okada in the first place? And do you want to see Okada versus Omega at All In 2025? Let me know down below in the comments, like this video, subscribe and hit your notification bell for more, and click the video on screen to hear about what I think of Kyle Fletcher's current trajectory, someone that pinned Okada and is set for big things.